それでいいんじゃない？
え？
その優しさがあれば鬼に心を奪われることもないってさ。受け継ぐのは鬼の力だけじゃない、響って人の魂を受け継ぐことなんだ。
カイト、俺のセリフ奪ったな。
言っておくけど、僕は君よりもずっと前から通りすがりの仮面ライダーだ。覚えておけ。
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting review of Midwest Tokusatsu's Toku Toy Time. I am Brock and this week we are taking a look at the Final Form Ride 09 HibikiOngekiko. And I have to say, this figure I really enjoy, even if it is a bit finicky, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But let's first take a look at the packaging. As always, here it is, the box, and as you can see, it has two forms. It has the disc. Alright, I'm going to straight up say I haven't watched Hibiki yet, so I don't know all of the words, and to begin with, they're a bit difficult. So this is the center buckle of his belt and becomes his drum base, and then you have the actual disc bird itself down here. So you get two forms from this guy, which is great. You do have the card sitting up here for the Final Form Ride, and you have some text that I can't read. You've got another picture of the disc animal up here. You do have HibikiOngekiko written in two spots with the Hibiki logo behind it. On this side, you've got Rider in front, Final Form in back. Here it is, Final Form in front, Rider in back, and it's nice that you have the bird over here and the disc over here. On the back, you can see transform, 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 and interacts with Decade, interacts with Deca Driver, Gamba Ride Machines, all of the riders. Ha 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 ha. Bottom of the box has stuff, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot to say about this. It's a box. It is kind of cool. I always like how these have been styled. I like the window displays and the fact that you see the card and all this works together. But we've talked about all of that before, so box, away with you. Let's talk about the figure himself. Here he is, Kamen Rider Hibiki. So we're just going to bring him down. Now, despite the fact that I have not actually seen Hibiki, I absolutely love the aesthetic of Hibiki. I think that he is fan-friggin-tastic. How can you get a cooler looking rider than basically a Hellfire demon? He just looks great. So, to begin with, we'll just take away his accessories, put those off to the side, and take a look at the head sculpt. So as you can see, get in close. Come on, focus. Focus. Almost there, almost there. There we go. There we go. As you can see, wonderful head sculpt. Plenty of detail in that demonic crest on top of his head. The horns come out great in silver. All of that red wraps around just as it should. Nice layering on the back. There's so much molded detail in here on Hibiki, and yeah, maybe some of it should be colored, but all the essentials are there, and it just looks great. That chest is amazing. All of the silver on it. I love the belt. You do get nice detail in the arms. As with any of these figures, you're going to get some of the stuff for Final Form Ride just there, but again, for transformation's sake, it is how it is. You do just get some wonderful, wonderful stuff from this guy. Legs, molded in detail aplenty. The knee guards are just a little bit different color, but it is what it is. And then you do have nice articulation at the feet, a deep cut on the ball joint for partially transformation reasons, and just ball joints are great. Now, you could display it, and let's see if I can get these off easily. Or did they come off? I don't remember if they come off now. No, they didn't come off. They weren't in the packaging with them off. But yeah, okay, so when you're standing him there, yeah, he's got kibble. He's got plenty of kibble. But you can work with the kibble, you can get it out of the way, you can have plenty of good poses from this guy and not really even notice it. So I have no issues with that at all. Now, for articulation, you do have a full rotation at the head. It's not a ball joint, so you don't get upwards, downwards, any side-to-side action. You do have good elbow joints, or shoulder joints. They go all the way out. In fact, they can go higher than that because there's a separate ball joint right at the front. So you can get some forward motion, backwards motion, up, down. Plenty of ways to emote his shoulders. He can do the, shoulder shrug, go, eh. So yeah, you do get a rotation above the elbow. The arms don't fully go straight, but they do go in 90. I don't know why I'm showing you like this. Show you like this. So you get rotation at the wrist. The fingers are, again, the traditional 2 fingers at a time motion is how it is. By the way, wonderful detail. Again, I'm just going to focus on that. Wonderful detail in the fingers. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Detail everywhere on this guy. You do not get rotation at the waist, but you do have fantastic legs. You get backwards motion. What? Backwards motion. You get full range forward, and you get full double jointed knees. Now, getting full use of that and making it look good is another thing, but it's there. It's there, and that's nice. So, and again, I showed you the feet before. They tilt down and ball joints, etc. So all of that is important. Now, of course, you do get his Ongekiko Reika. I know that one because I have the card from the CSM. And taking a look at these, I need to hold both of these at the same time. There you go. You can see you do have the one with the open mouth, one with the closed mouth, as they should be. Plenty of detail in there. Detail all the way down, even into the actual handles themselves. So really, really good detail on here. Now you do have posts, and the posts are so that you can store these on his back. You can put one down here at his bum. Come on, come on. One at his bum. There we go. And then you can take the other one and put it above, like so. And then he's got both of those stored. And then when he wants to hold them, you just take these out, open the hands, and stick them in. You can futz with them and get them rotated in a manner that looks good, but to demonstrate, they hold very nicely. Focus. Yeah, very, very nicely. They're not falling out. So, those guys off to the side. Get him just kind of chilling for a second, and we'll do a comparison shot here. So you have Decade, you got The End, here's Kuga, here's Kiva, and there is Den-O. So we'll pull back. Again, these guys just look perfect together, and it's because they're from the same line, they have the same build, and they're the same scale, and I don't know if I can say that enough in all of these reviews that I am doing. If you want a bunch of riders from a bunch of different series and have them looking great together, this is the best way to do it in my mind from Heisei, other than going out and buying SH Figure Arts. So, put these guys now off to the side, and let's continue our review of Hibiki, Way with You, and off to the side with Decade. So, last thing we need to go over that comes in the packaging is, of course, the card itself. Again, this is the Super Best card, but I assure you they are 100% the same, other than plastic versus cardboard. So, here's the card, here's the Deca driver, and here's the noise.
Final form Hibiki.
So there you go. That is the card that comes with Hibiki and the noises it makes in the Deca driver. And now let's show you the transformation. So, gonna tickle. Geek. I love doing that. Alright, so to begin, first thing you're gonna do is boop, pop the head down. No matter what, yeah, pop the head down. We're gonna go to bird first because that's how it appears in the show as well. So, bird first means you're going to push his head down, and then you're going to flip this back, and that's basically going to act as a tail. With the hands, you just kind of want to get these like that, where you're going to rotate the wrist, open the fingers, and just kind of push them tight to the body. Now, split his legs apart and come here to his crotch and grab a hold of it tightly and pull. Yes, pull on his crotch to pull open the bird head. Now, you rotate the crotch around, just kind of position the head. Then you take the legs and you rotate them at the upper thigh swivel, which I don't know if I showed that off before. Yes, he has a thigh swivel. It's above the upper leg now. So you get that, and then you just kind of pose the legs how you want. You take the foot, you rotate it back, and then pull it out so that you can then open the wing and cover it up nicely. So now you just spend time futzing with it however you want to pose it. And then do the same thing over here. Kind of hold on to the legs, because otherwise they'll just rotate around. Again, rotate the foot, bend the knee in a manner according to how you want the wings to be posed. And there you go. Now, I'm going to say straight up, this form isn't the most impressive thing in the world to me. It kind of looks like an afterthought. But he does turn into a disc animal. It's there. He sort of stands. He's supposed to be resting on like his fingers in a somewhat upright, but there's just it's flat at least. You can mess with it some more if you want. But again, the big thing is that you just kind of pose the wings however you want. You can have them more back if you like, really tight. It's all up to you. So there is the bird form. Now, to get him to his final attack ride form, because remember, this is the final form ride when Decade uses the final attack ride and they go all, musical and kill a giant crab, he turns into the drum plate itself. So for that, now you want to bring the head down, and to lock it into place, you really have to get in here and make sure that the head goes all the way in to the crotch like that. So now the legs are 100% locked in place. So we'll start first with getting the legs into place. So we'll bring the arms out. You want to bend the legs all the way in, keep the foot just how you had it, and rotate the wings in. So you fold the wing back up, you get the legs really tight here in the middle, and then you just bring the leg in how you had it. Now there are some ports on that side, some posts on this side, and you marry those together, and that's going to basically hold the legs themselves together, as well as taking this top plate, which there is a lot of detail in here. I don't know if I showed that well enough off with the bird form, but so much red detail. I do love that, the panel lining as it were. But now you're going to take it, and you can see there's some clips here, and they're going to fold down and kind of lock in to the other side. Now, with the arms, you want to take them and rotate it so all the silver is lined up. Keep the hand open for the moment. So again, silver and hands open just like this. And then come to the bottom, and what you can see is, you can bring the feet in tight to the body now. There's some posts here, and as you bring the shoulder down, you want to push the shoulder to its lowest position. The hand is actually going to fold around, and you close the hand around that peg. And that holds the arms in place. So again, push down on the shoulder so it's at its lowest point. Bring it in. And then again, you can see how that hand is just around that post. Just close the fingers in around it to make it nice and tight. And from the bottom, you get a really weird looking, I mean, no matter what, this guy's going to look weird from the bottom, but you've basically just broken him and look like you're about to shove him into an acid barrel or some sort of horrible torture. And from the top, though, he looks kind of like a drum. I say kind of because you're missing a piece here. You've got clear, visible top of head syndrome thing going on. But he looks like the drum and how it should be. And you could just set that up, and you bring in Decade, and you give him his little Ongekiko rekas, just like that. Ah, open the other one. Get in there. So then he can come over and just be pounding away on Hibiki. Just like that. Stand, man! Stand in my weird ways that I command you to stand. There! Haha! I did it. So, can't really see Hibiki Decade's head. There we go. There's a pose for you guys for the rest of the video. So, that's pretty much it for Hibiki and what his functions are. And what do I think of the figure? I think, again, fantastic representation of the rider form. I think it's wonderful. I think all the detail is perfect in it. Yeah, you've got some clunky little bits that hang off of it, but no matter what, it does have to transform and do some really weird stuff. As for the transformation itself, I think that there's plenty of good in how it transforms. It's just maybe not the most well-executed thing on the planet. It never really looks the way it should look, but it still looks good enough. So, representation of the show, awesome. Actual living toy, not as great. Although you do get the awesome pose of beating on the drums. So, I think that's pretty much it for this review. So, if you like what you saw and you want more, please click the subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and favorite the video. And if you want to see a specific review, comment below. If you want to get your own Hibiki, oh geez, I've already forgot. Ongekiko, there it is. See, these words are difficult. HibikiOngekiko. I will have links in the description. I do recommend going out and getting these figures. I think all the Final Form Ride figures are worth it, at least the ones I've had so far. If I get one that's terrible, of course I'm going to tell you guys, but if you want to get your own, links will be in the description, as well as our Facebook and Instagram links as well. Once again, this has been Brock of Midwest Tokusatsu's Toku Toy Time, and we are out. Hibiki.
Next time on Toku Toy Time.
Final attack, Raido. Hibiki.俺たちも行くぞ。ザキさん。シュー